in general, the coaches that you had through the whole pipeline, they could be your youth coach, could be way back in time, could be through all the nationals or Olympics, or I've had some people say they've named 3 different coaches and what they epitomize as great coaches. But I've asked this question in every clinic and everywhere I go. What are the top 3 characteristics of the greatest coach you ever had?
I would say appreciated the fact, especially on an elite level, and I guess this comes under the category of knowing your athlete, because there are athletes that need a kick in the pants every once in a while, and there are athletes like myself. I can remember a specific situation where a coach thought they were giving myself and my teammates a kick in the pants, and I wanted to strangle my coach for questioning my dedication, because I was fully busting my backside, and then to have someone question that, it made me, want them to get lost. It's understanding that on the world level, you're away from home so much, understanding that there needs to be a brighter side. You in general, you're working with people who are obsessed with what they're doing. They need to be encouraged to step away from the focus and relax and read a good book and have a laugh. So in other words, a balance, I guess, is an understanding, is part of it. That'd be one. One is to understand what I found very motivating, very relevant, very important is probably the best word, and I've tried to exude as a coach myself, is a sense of perspective. Meaning, we run through best and worst case scenarios coming through a competition. What is the worst case scenario for this competition? I will make a mistake and not finish up to my expectations. Okay, will life go on if that happens? Yes. Okay, we agree. Good. Let's move forward. You have someone who's sick in your family, and you need some time away from the team. Absolutely. Life is more important than sport. That kind of perspective makes a better athlete anyway, which is the irony of the professionalization of youth sports, if you ask me about that. But even at the highest level, going to an Olympics, an understanding that your time with your family is just as or more important than any other aspect of your training and preparation for an Olympics. So perspective would be part 2. And part 3, because I sort of alluded to that before, part 3 is understanding that you need a distraction. You need to have a laugh. You need to get rid of the pressure, self-imposed or externally imposed. You need to get away from the pressures of the competition and so on. And all of those things make a better athlete as an offshoot, but they're all very human things. And understanding, that we're all human. It's just sport. At the end of the day, yes, there's a multi-million-dollar budget for the Canadian skeleton and bobsled team, believe it or not. So they don't invest in things like that unless it's going for the win or putting people on podiums. But there are more important things in the world, and an understanding of that and conveying an understanding of that is a very valuable thing to an athlete, because it frees them. Mike Babcock talks about that a lot. It frees an athlete of the pressure, the self-imposed or whatever. It frees an athlete to make a mistake, and therefore frees an athlete to be their best and to just truly go for it. So those would be that's a rambling, long-winded answer, but those will be, I think I hit on 3.